Hi you guys, thank you for coming to my channel today. I'm so excited to be here. I'm going to be doing a 2023 planner lineup. This is what I'm going to be using for next year.
To get my shit together.
Or my life organized. As you can see, it takes a lot. So let's just start with this beautiful baby right here. It's going to be the same as last year. I don't know if you watched any of my previous lineups, but I'm going to be still using the Hobonichi brand. I love it. I love the Hobonichi paper. I'm still going to be using my Hobonichi Cousin, and I just love it. I did a little bit of pre-planning already, and I use this for main everything. Yeah, my everything planner. It stays at home. I pretty much write everything in there, and I use lots of stickers, stamps, tip-ins, everything you could think of. It can get as fat or as thin as I want because I just leave it at home on my desk, mostly opened like this. Let me move these things out of the way so you guys can get a better look. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be my main planner for next year. I did change up something. Last year I was using my Hobonichi Weeks as a budget planner. I am no longer going to be using the Hobonichi Weeks. I don't think. Now, you know us planner girls, we got to get everything on the market. If somebody else has it, we got to get it. That's just the way we roll, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Anyway, but I did change it up to an A5 Dayfree. And the reason why I did that is because I was finding that using the weeks layout, the weekly overview layout, was just redundant for me. I don't need a weekly overview in my budget because I already use it in my Cousin. So I decided to go with the Dayfree because the Dayfree doesn't have any weeklies, and then I can use the notes pages if I need a weekly, which probably won't, because all I do in here, and this is why I love it so much, is I write down when my bills are due, and then on the notes pages I write down like what is the account number, you know, the passwords, username, anything like that pertaining to that specific bill. And if it's a credit card, you know, the balance, the APR. I can go more into detail about how I do my budgeting, but you probably won't want to know that. I ain't that great at it. I just write everything down. I do like, however, that they're both the same size because I can now stick them into my pretty cover. I made this cover. Ain't she so cute? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love Kawaii, in case you can't tell. Oh my gosh. But I bought this on AliExpress because I like the colors. And then I had already had this patch. And that's another tip if you guys, you know, you want to personalize your cover. You could just glue on patches to it. It's really cute. I didn't sew anything. I actually ironed this on because it's an iron-on. And I can show you how to do that if you're interested. But all I do is iron on a patch, and that way I can keep them both in here, one in the front, my Dayfree in the front, and my Hobonichi in the back. So there they are in all of their glory, and I'll be using those two next year. And then look what we have this year. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, I'm so excited to be using this planner this year. This is my digital planner, and I have two digital planners this year that I'm going to be using. And just for the sake of the video, I took off my cover because I'm recording with my phone, but this is going to represent my second digital planner. The reason that I decided to go with two is because sometimes I can't have my paper planners with me. I noticed that was a really problem for me. I was having to like look for them, and I work in my job where I work, I have to be like walking all day long, like every 10-15 minutes, up and down, up and down. I get a lot of steps in. But it wasn't feasible for me to like pull out a piece of paper and a pen. I tried carrying it in my backpack, but then sometimes I didn't have a table. It was a big mess. This way I could just have it on my phone, type it in, good to go. Keep this in my back pocket. No fuss, no fuss, no mess. So anyway, I got two though. I'm gonna keep this one at home because I was also noticing that like I was making a lot of messes and I wasn't wanting to mess up my Hobonichi weeks, and I was like finding that I wanted to like pre-plan, and then appointments got canceled. You know, I didn't make it, and then I have all this big mess in my planners. So that way I'm gonna make this my main everything planner, and that way I can easily transfer it to next year. And then when I'm setting up these, it'd be much easier just to look and copy down what I need. Like, if you're interested in using multiple planners next year, but you don't know how you're gonna do it, I have a few tips that I would like to share with you guys. So let's open this big beauty up. All right, so the first thing, this is my cover. Isn't it cute? Okay, so let's go to my notes. Notes. This planner is amazing, by the way. So I was going to do a flip through later if you guys want to check it out. It is so amazing. It has everything in it. Like, this could very easily wipe out my Hobonichi Cousin. If I didn't love this paper, and if I didn't love paper planning so much, I would only be a digital girl, because this is so convenient and easy, and I love that I can do everything with it. I've been planning digitally for many years, and like you can jump around with your little pencil, write things down. Your handwriting doesn't even have to be neat, because you could just type text and then write it, and it changes it for you. Oh my gosh, guys, like I could show you some things with this thing. You might not want to go back to paper again. Just kidding. We love our paper planners. I'm just kidding, baby. Shh, you didn't hear that. Anyway, so some of the things that I like to do for pre-planning is this. Okay, let's go here. So when I'm planning out my next year, and we are going to close this so that you can see my beautiful planner. When I'm planning out my next year's lineup, what I do is make a list of everything that I want to keep track of, everything that I want to plan, everything. Leave no stone unturned. Like, I write down to-dos, notes, like every single little thing that I want to plan, I write it down right here. Then I decide what planners that I want to use it for and how I want to plan it. So for me, I'm going to be using 4 planners. Like I said, my digital rainbow planner, that's this one. My Hobonichi Cousin, my phone on the go planner, and my Hobonichi Dayfree. So I color coded them so that way I could know which thing I want to plan in which planner. So that's how I usually do it. So like I made my digital planner lilac, my Hobonichi Cousin pink, my phone planner yellow, and my Dayfree blue. So then you can very easily click on the highlight button and highlight which one. Let's open up our highlighter. So say I'm going to be using mint for something, and say that, you know, I want to plan my birthdays. So how I do it is I sync a Calendex to every single one of my planners. And it's very basic. That's why it doesn't take me so long to use so many planners. Otherwise, with all these planners that I got, girl, I'll never leave this desk. But unfortunately, I have to work. So the Calendex, I do sync it to like this, all of my planners, really. And basically what I mean by a Calendex is I keep my bills, appointments, events, like local events, things that I want to attend, holidays, birthdays, and then my work schedule, meaning like my pay days, my off days, vacation time, things like that. So all of that is synced into every single one of my planners. That way, when I'm carrying around my phone, I'll know where it's at. I'll know what my schedule is. And when I have this on my desk, I know what schedule it is. And when I have this open, I know what schedule it is. Now, there is one exception to that, the day free. I don't put anything other than things that have to do with money into my day free. So I do not sync the Calendex to my day free, but to all my other 3 planners, I do. And it's really easy to sync from this digital planner to my phone planner, because you could use your iCloud. And but for me, I just type it in. It's really easy. You can click and paste and highlight everything. Circle it all with that lasso tool, which I love. You just hit the lasso tool, you circle it all, lasso tool, you circle it, copy, you're good to go. You can put it anywhere you want to go. So yeah, but we're not doing that right now. Right now, we're going to show you how I do this. So then, after I sync my Calendex into all of my planners, I decide where I want them to go. Now, you don't really have to do any of these things. I'm just sharing you like ideas, obviously. Just sharing you my ideas. But like, if you think that having multiple planners is going to be too much for you, then this is a way to do it so that you don't have to do every single one of them every day. Like, I don't really open up my day free every day. I only get paid once a month. So come bill time, I open this up, I do what I gotta do, and close it. The only exception to that is on my phone, I keep track of everything that I spend on my digital planner on my phone. So in that way, at the end of the week, I transfer all those balances into this. But I can very easily transfer it monthly. It's just easier to transfer them weekly because there are less amounts to add up. So there's that. But then, like, these are all the things that I want to get out of my planners. These are all the things that I need help with. So in that way, you can go through every single one and just highlight them where you want them to go. Like, what planner do you want to do what in? Like, obviously, I'm not going to be journaling in my day free. You know, I'm not going to keep my next MITs or next action list in my day free, because that, you know, you see what I'm saying? So you put them to where you will find them the most useful. Each category, each item, plug them into where they will be most useful for you. So once you got that decided, then you can decide how you want them set up. Do you want, you know, like for me, I want my Calendex in my monthly. I want my weather, my health log and exercise in my weeklies, my habit tracker, you know, things like that. On the dailies, I want my affirmations, my to-do list. I don't really need to see my to-do list. And this is what I mean. You need to figure out like how and what you're going to use them for. For me specifically, and I'll give you an example, is I don't need to see my to-do list wash the thing on a weekly basis, because I really don't care what I'm going to be washing on Friday when it's barely Monday. So that's how you can easily narrow down what you want where. That's how I did it. So in my monthlies, I want my Calendex, and my weeklies, I want these things, you know, and dailies. And then these are reference pages that go like on their own. They don't necessarily go into one of these overviews. So I did that for every single one of my planners. For my cousin, which I lovingly named Lily. For my phone planner, which I lovingly named Rose. And then the same thing with Dayfree. So that's just one of the tips that I wanted to share with you. That, and this is also a way that you could be using your planners early. I know a lot of us, like, we shop for our next year's planner in September because that's when most of them come out. And when they do, specifically my Hobonichi, I buy it and I want to use it right then. I don't want to wait. So what I do is I go through and see, oh, what could I plug in now early? And usually that's my setups, like I told you. And I already started playing with this little baby. Look how cute she is. Oh, so adorable. Anyway, that's one tip or trick that you could do. Another tip that I wanted to share with you guys about on how you can start using your planners for your next year when you first get them in September is to forward plan. I highly, highly recommend this. When you first get your planners, set up, well, for me, it's my Calendex. Set up your monthly views or, your yearly views right away. So that, like, I found with myself, and this is like one of the problems that I had, is that when I am going to plan, since I want it to be pretty and since I want to use my stickers and my stamps and everything like that, I don't want to start, like, I don't want to mess it up, so I don't write anything in it. And that could be problematic, especially if you really need to know when things are happening or what you need to do. So then you land up leaving your planner just laying there because you don't have the time or the energy or the means to write, to actually sit down and plan. So what I do is I always write, as soon as I get my planner, I set up my monthly pages. In a digital planner, that's really easy. You could easily erase things, type them in. Like for forward planning, you can easily plug in what you need to plug in, and then later on add the decorations when you have time. Not so much so in a paper planner. Okay, this is December. See, it's not really like decorated much, just kind of like a lot of things that I want to do, appointments that I have, and I just typed them all in. But then later I can go in and add stickers, add little, icons, add little decorations as I go. And the same thing with my weekly pages. I went ahead and plugged them in. So it's really easy to do that in my digital planner. Not so much so in my paper planner. So what I do in my paper planner is I'll go ahead and set up my yearly and my monthly views way in advance, like as soon as I get in September. And then let me show you. I knew this year that I wanted to use stickers. Last year I didn't use stickers on these two pages, but this year I really wanted to use this kit because it's so pretty. So I went ahead and bought these already and set them up. And then I've already set up like my pay dates, my holidays, and time off for next year in my digital planner. Now I just need to transfer it to my paper planner. And I already set up these. Okay, now, see, for my monthly views, I go ahead and set them up. That way, when I need to plug in something, they're already ready to go. This year I'm using Coffee Monsters Co. kits because she came out with some really cute kits this year. But I have these I wanted to show you. Oh, they're in my actual planner. I have a whole bunch of these little stickies. Okay. So when I'm setting up my planner, and that's another thing that I like to do, is add my pockets early and then put like a little, and that's when I keep these. I keep these and my stencils in here so that wherever this planner is, I have these, I have my stencils, and then I could have a pencil pen attached to. But this is usually on my desk, and I have my paper, I have my pencil pouch right here, ready to go. But these are really great. These I got from Jet Pens. So that way when I have a plan, I can easily write it down here and stick it where it needs to go. And they're very, very thin. See? And I didn't need to set anything up because it's already set up. And I use these two sticky notes and little flags to mark down birthdays, appointments, any little upcoming tentative plans. So just keep that in there, and that way when you have more time to, you know, actual plan, you can refer back to this week and you already know what you have coming up, so you could set up your weeklies and dailies. Okay, and then the last thing that I like to do, customize it, guys. Like, make it your own, you know, add the stickers, add the stamps, add the part of you into your planners. Really use them, because then that makes it fun and you don't feel like you're wasting your money or wasting your time, because they're just so happy. And now this is a record of my life. And I did my little drawings. So, you know, that way, this one's coming up. Yay! I'm excited. And it gets me excited to leave my desk. I leave this on my desk, and it really, like, cheers me up seeing these things, you know? Yeah, now. See how cute they are. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Even if I don't like write anything, like I did nothing. I had lazy days. But, you know, at least, it's so cute. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to set those up early, that way you can have fun, you can get yourself excited, and with excitement comes motivation and energy and all of that stuff to help you to enjoy your life and enjoy these beautiful books that we are able to get. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh, so cute. So cute. Love it. And speaking of planners that you have and don't know what to do with, or now that you have all of them, what are you going to do? I did an impulse purchase this year. So I have no plans for this planner. Mrs. Plan your plan. Plan your planners. Pre-plan your planners. This was, I don't know, you guys. Like, this planner, 5 years ago, Pinky would have been obsessed with this planner. This is the common planner from Sterling ink. It is B6 size. Now, B6 size was my sweet spot before I found Hobonichi. They don't have B6 size, so I ended up going with A5 because I was using a mini happy planner, and the weeks isn't as big, and I kind of write big a little. Well, you've seen. And I like big, like bold ink on things that I want to remember, so, or like stand out to me when I'm just looking at it on my desk. Like, I can literally see a lot of my plans from the other room, from the kitchen when I'm cooking. So anyway, but this, it was, guys, this planner is so well thought out. Like, I wish that my Hobonichi Cousin was more like this. For one, a lot of the things that I don't really like about the Hobonichi is that they block off the days of the week. Let's look. I don't like this dark gray color here, and I don't like these, how they're like bold. There's even more bolder ones sometimes. Yeah, see, on the weeklies. and that. I don't like them, so I always get the Posca marker and highlight them out. Because I don't use like sticker kits. I usually just like, if I do have a sticker kit, I pull random little stickers here and there, but I don't use it like over, because a few years ago when I first started planning in Hobonichi Cousin, I was using a sticker kit every week and every month, and it got lumpy only at this part, and I couldn't write right here, and it was punching holes, and it was a mess. So I didn't like that. So I don't use sticker kits anymore. I kind of just like bold them out with like highlighters with my Tombows, but can't really do that for these 2 days. And then, well, the dailies don't really bother me. I don't really notice them in the dailies, but I don't really plan in the dailies. But right here, yeah, this. I don't like that. This is so much more like plain. You see, you guys? Let me go to this page. Well, there's a few comparison videos, but I like how they're like, it's a lot smaller. I don't really care for that. That's why I like the Hobonichi, because it's big. I like the big size because I can leave it at home. To me, A5 size is pretty perfect. It's not like an Erin Condren. And the Happy Planner was way too big for me. Like, that was huge. I didn't want, when I left Erin Condren to go to Happy Planner, I didn't want it to get any bigger than the Erin Condren. I actually thought the Erin Condren was a better size. But I could not stand that spiral binding. Nope. I could not stamp in there. I couldn't put stickers in there. It was like always right in the middle of my page. It was in the way. I did not like Erin Condren or spiral no planners. I tried to use the, and you'll see in some of my early videos that I tried to use the recollections too, but I just don't like the spiral bound system. I like the book because it can lay flat. So for me, and I do like it all together. Like at the end of the year, I save my planners. Anyway, I like that it's book bound. I like that it doesn't have any colors. And again, on the weekly pages too, no color. See, they're just so plain. I love that. I love that you can do whatever you want with it. Some people don't like all that color. I love color, but I want to decide the color. For me personally, I like to color code everything so that I can easily be flipping through my book and see. If I see brown, I know it's November right off the bat. If I'm flipping through, I don't need tabs. I can easily flip. Oh, I know, oh, that's May or that's March or whatever, simply by the color. So I love to color code, but I want it to be the colors that I want it to be. Anyways, the best part of this planner, oh my gosh, is that it has so many pages. Now in the Hobonichi, they would be dated. See, they would be dated. And they even have this column here. And I find myself wanting to follow the setup that they already put it in. Like, I don't like that there's this blank thing right here. I want to use all of this space. I want to use more of this space. Like, I don't plan my time management in the daily pages. I basically use for journaling. All my private thoughts, all of my Bible study, all go into this. So I was finding that I don't need these little like check boxes up here, and I don't need this down here, and I don't need this right here. So I was finding that I was trying to force myself to use this section as by itself and this section by itself, and I was like, I didn't like that. But these are completely blank, nothing on them. So it would free me up to just write them. And there's more of them. With the Cousin, you only have, 364 pages, and then there's a lot of like these pages in the back, which I don't even know why they include that, like seriously, but It's a lot of waste to me. I would rather have blank pages. But they don't have very many blank pages for like collections or anything. So this one does. This one has extra pages in the back. This one has 369, I think. Blank pages? Yeah. 369. That's a lot of blank pages. And you don't have, like, sometimes I wouldn't journal every day. Like, on those days that I did nothing, I write, did nothing. I don't need a whole page to write, did nothing. This way you can customize. You can write the date in yourself so you don't have to waste or feel like, I mean, technically you could just ignore that, but I don't know. For me, like I said, I was wanting to follow it. So I had to like Posca marker it out so that I could use it for something else. And I don't know, it was, but I still love this and I'm still going to keep using it. Those are just very minute little issues that I have with the Cousin. It's very few issues I have. Everything else I love, 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 love so much. I love the dailies. I love the weeklies. I love the monthly pages. I love all of the way they set up these in the front. I like these in the front here. Where am I at? Yeah, right here. These pages. I love this page. It's all very useful to me. In the Erin Condren and that, you don't have daily pages. But here you do. And I use my daily pages a lot. More than even the weekly pages. I will always use my daily pages and my monthly pages. I would love to go to a Dayfree and only like not if the Dayfree had like more pages in it. Like if the Dayfree had more pages, I probably wouldn't. I'd switch from and just have the monthly because I don't do much with the weeklies. I mean, I leave them open just because it's helpful to me, but I'd rather just leave my monthly page open. I don't know. Anyway, I love my Hobonichi Cousin. Don't get me wrong. And I love my Dayfree. But like I said, this is just, wow. I swear, if this was A5 size, I would have switched already. Sorry, Hobonichi, but this planner is so perfect, you guys. If it was only A5 size. If they start making this size, this exact planner next year in A5 size, I'm switching, guys. Seriously, I'm switching. Sorry, Hobo, we's gonna get a divorce because this planner is perfect. I love that it's Monday starts on both. I didn't like that about the Erin Condren. That confused the shit out of me. It was like Sunday start on the calendar, but Monday start in the weeklies. Like, no, keep it. And I kept messing my dates up. Ugh. That confused the heck out of me. I do not like that. I like them both to be Monday starts because for me, my week starts on Monday. My days off are Saturday and Sunday together. They lump together. I lump my days off like what I got to do together. Anyway, this is so beautiful. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with this. Just stare at it. That could be a perfect use for it too. I did a flip through of this. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll put a link up here for you guys. But anyway, those are my planner lineup for 2023. So anyways, thank you so much for being here today again. If you like this type of video, if you want me to do different types of video, please guys, I appreciate any and all feedback. Please put it in the comments below. Do you disagree? Did you find something? Did I help you? Please tell me if I help you. If my ideas were helpful. If you want to see anything like my digital planners or how I incorporate all that long list into all of them, I can go into further detail if you want, but let me know in the comments below. Until next time, thank you so much for being here. Happy planning.